Hello everybody, J.Yumeko here, and today we're here with Angel Wings Endless Night. Now this is a new series we're starting on the channel, obviously. Don't worry, I'm gonna get declared. I know, I'm gonna get there. But this is a game that I've been waiting to come out for a very long time. I believe it was initially supposed to come out sometime, I want to say potentially last year around October, and it was delayed a lot. So a lot of the community ended up thinking this game wasn't even gonna come out, but it dropped, and I'm so glad that it did, because we played Angel Wings on this channel, which I highly recommend you go watch those videos. It was a great game, and it's something that I want to either finish up in my free time or restart on this channel here. But yeah, so this game is for horror focused, unlike the first game, which was primarily a kind of mystery-esque, more romance-oriented game. And that's pretty much all I know about it. The artist, the main character artist behind the game, is very talented. They have some really great fucking art going on, as you can see just by this one background here. But needless to say, I really loved the first game, or I guess you could say the original game, and I'm excited to see what this one's going to be all about. So without further ado, let's jump right on into it. Oh shoot, endless summer. Huh. Okay. We got some stuff to do here, huh? Name. Okay, obviously gonna do Yumeko. Take off my caps lock.
Yeah, I got it. Am I gonna die?
Yeah, I got it.
I'm not sure what to expect.
Listen, I know you guys like the voices. Well, I don't know if you know. Anyways, I'm gonna do none as per usual. I'm gonna be keeping. At the very least, I want to be able to voice my main character. Okay, so that's how we're gonna do this. Let's start the game. If the other characters have voices, I'll leave them alone. We'll see how that works out. Go ahead and let me know in the comments if you guys like that. Cause hey, I mean, it makes it easier on me to actually record these videos. But, yeah. In 1983, 7 classmates visited a mansion on the outskirts of New Elvis City. Reported missing days later, their bodies were never found. To this day, there's been no information regarding what happened to them, as if they simply disappeared without a trace. This mysterious occurrence was known as the Mansion Incident. Angel Wings Endless Night. That is a bright blue sky, and I'm in a dark room. It's currently like 9 o'clock at night right now. So how far away is this place? We've been driving for a while now. Still 13 minutes away? Really?
We're almost there. Be patient. It'll be worth it.
I bet Kay's gonna make me pay for the gas we used on this trip. It was hard enough to convince her to let us borrow the car in the first place. Also, looks like we got some recurring characters, because I'm pretty sure Kay was in the first game. Besides, how many people would even come all the way out here for a Halloween party? I bet there's hundreds of them in the city tonight. And didn't someone die at Ellis's house or something like that? I remember hearing something.
I think that was just a weird rumor. Besides, Elisa's house parties are so much fun.
I guess. I mean, I do remember the party at her apartment. That was a good time. Well, I remember parts of it. Kinda.
Oh, no. That's just a regular weekend for her. A party at her real house is 10 times better.
10 times? Alright, then you've convinced me. As we rumble down the road in our borrowed sedan, the path begins to curve and wind harshly into a dense forest of evergreens, each taller than most of the houses in our neighborhood. I can barely see anything. I might have to turn the headlights on.
Driving through these woods is always scary.
Want to hold my hand?
You think I trust you with one hand on the wheel? That's even worse. And no, I don't want to hold your hand.
Okay. I don't want to be... I don't really like the voice for her. Like, the voice... I really don't mean to be, like, rude here. But the voice kind of sounds like a, it would fit a person whose name is Shannon. And they're, like, a 30-year-old white woman. Not a insane, supermodel-esque Korean-looking woman. Like, I don't want to be, like, rude. But yeah, I don't know if I'll keep these voices on. We'll see. Fine, I'll take both hands off the wheel then.
Stop! You're gonna give me a heart attack. Put them back on the wheel.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and turn those off. I really, I don't... Yeah, we're gonna go turn it off. Okay. I don't mean to be rude or anything. But yeah. For my own immersion, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off. The tires whine and hiss in protest as I narrowly avoid running headfirst into one of the many trees hugging the roadside. Okay, never mind. This road has so many twists and turns, it's crazy. Nuri exhales with a sigh of relief, knuckles white from clutching the seatbelt.
You're the worst.
Why'd I turn it off? What the hell? What the hell, boy? Okay, and then confirm. Oh, here, let's do a... Okay, there we go. I should apply. You're the worst. Relax, we're fine. Oh, I can see the way out. Oh, that's so bright. What the... As the trees clear from my field of view, my eyes are greeted by lush, impeccably trimmed fields of emerald grass, spanning an area that surely has its own zip code. And at the end of the long stone path, a mansion. Steeply sloping roof lines, brick smokestack chimneys, and more windows than I can possibly count, all guarded by an ominous white marble fountain. While the mansion clearly shows its age, it's obvious that Elise's family has taken deliberate care in preserving it. Isn't it huge? This kind of looks like a haunted house or something, don't you think? Nuri flashes me a look of sheer terror. What, are you scared? No. Where do I even park this thing? I feel like I should be, like, a mile away so I don't lower the property value with my presence. Good question. I think that's Jeeves over there. Let's ask him. Ah, the good old family indentured servant. I mean, butler. I roll down my window to meet the elderly gentleman in front of the house. He wears a tuxedo and white gloves. Does Elise make him dress like this? I feel sorry for the guy. Hi, Jeeves. We're here to see Elise. Where should we park? Actually, it's Alfred. Jeeves is the chauffeur. Wait, Elise has both Jeeves and Alfred? What's next, a bat cave? A bat cave? Nuri nudges me with her elbow, brow furrowed in concern. Oh, sorry. I have a bad habit of thinking out loud. Yes. Well, I do believe you two are esteemed guests of Madame Elise. In that case, I shall find an appropriate location for you. Gotcha. Thanks. I hand him the keys as he takes the car out of sight. Was that bad of me to say out loud? You're making fun of him! I just think it's too much of a coincidence that they're named Jeeves and Alfred. That is fair. I never get used to this place. How many people are even coming tonight? At least 100. This place gets wild. A little too wild for me, but it's Elise, so... I feel like I've seen a movie about this kind of thing. Oh ho ho! Damn! The double doors of the mansion swing open as we approach, the piercing sound of rich girl laughter assaulting my eardrums as our gracious host stands in the doorway. Greetings, my darlings. It's been too long since we've been graced with my presence, hasn't it? Hi, Elise. Elise bounces over to Nuri, wrapping her arms around her like a boa constrictor about to squeeze the life out of a rat. Hello, dear. You look extra ravishing today. Have you done your makeup differently? Actually, I'm not wearing any. I figured I'd just do it when I put on my costume. Even better, a natural beauty, my. She quickly glances at me, her blood-red gaze burning like lasers into my skull. Long time no see, dear. Thank you ever so much for bringing Nuri over. You've not been here before, have you? Definitely not. Well, then we must give you the grand tour. Come along now. Why do I feel like Elise didn't used to look like that? Huh? What are you talking about? Nothing. I must be losing it. The striking double staircase is the first thing I notice when I walk into this sparkling mansion lobby, with floors clean enough that I can see my own reflection, and probably eat off them too. This place is even bigger on the inside. This mansion has been restored many times over by our lovely groundskeepers. While it may be centuries old, it certainly doesn't feel that way, does it? I heard that. And any rumors of deaths on these premises are entirely unsubstantiated. There was that unfavorable business 2 Halloweens ago, but I digress. Are we clear? I nod my head, half afraid Elise will eat me if I disagree. Anyway, I believe Zachary, Z is... where is my foolish brother? One moment, I'll go rouse him. In the meantime, Jeeves, bring our guests some refreshments, won't you? Another elderly tuxedo-clad man shambles out of a nearby hallway, already holding a silver platter with flutes of golden bubbly liquid, as Elise prances up the staircase. Oh, I shouldn't. Well, okay, thank you. Of course, madam. I swear Jeeves and Alfred are the same person. It's like an artist drew the same guy twice. I'm not crazy. Yeah, it's almost like, you know, they used the same character asset or something. That's crazy. That's good. I like that. Am I? Is it normal for people to drink this early in the day? It's like 1 in the afternoon. Is this a rich person thing? No, I think it's just an Elise thing. I look up as soon as I hear Elise's chiding voice from the second floor. Zachary, you're a mess! And in front of our guests, no less. Have you no shame, dear brother? Huh? Guess? Yes, of course! You didn't forget, did you? It's too early for you to be this loud. Come now, say hello to our dear friends. He rubs his eyes and descends the stairs, raising a hand in greeting as he grabs a glass of champagne from Jeeves' silver platter. Hi, Z. Hey.
Hey, it's me, Z, guys.
He yawns, clearly unfazed by Elise's enthusiasm. Nuri, dear, don't you want to see some of the costumes I have prepared for tonight? Everyone must have one, and I'm prepared to donate if I have to. Ooh, sure. Maybe I can find something to add to mine. Like some cheap jewelry or something would work. I never even asked what you're dressing up as. Aquaman. Aquawoman, I mean. I have a red wig in my bag and everything. I don't think Aquaman had red hair. Well, the Little Mermaid did. That's not... Okay, I'm sure it'll be great. Elise giggles as she whisks Nuri up the dozens of steps to the second floor.
Just me and Z. Just some dudes hanging out.
Oh, hey. Didn't see you there. Hey, Z? You normally drink champagne right after you wake up? He takes a long sip from his glass, nearly draining the entire flute in a single gulp. Oh, is that weird? I don't know, man. Is everyone in this city an alcoholic? Having imbibed the golden elixir of life, he shakes his head and perks up a little. awakening from his morning afternoon grogginess. You ready for tonight, dude? I've been waiting forever for this.
Hell yeah, bro.
I'm not sure what to expect. I just drove.
Hell yeah, dude. Hey, me and Z, we are bros. We're absolute homies, man.
You know it. Now we're talking. You alright, bro? He extends his fist in approval. I bump it. So, what do your parents do, Z? Huh? Just wondering. I mean, I figure that must be pretty impressive to own a place like this. Oh, yeah. Not really sure. You don't know what your parents do? Well, I can hear a shrill voice calling out to me from afar.
Could I have you upstairs for a moment, darling?
Ugh, I guess my lovely sister wants you to help her with something. Good luck. Thanks. Doodles. Please don't do that ever again. Yeah, we certainly have an interesting cast of characters, don't we? Ascending the unnecessary number of stairs made me far more winded than expected. Maybe it was the long drive here, but I'm feeling exhausted today.
Ugh. What's wrong? Have you been spending too many late nights at Jay's bar?
You know what? That's probably it. The alcohol's killing me. I take another swig of my champagne. Jay's bar. I do remember that one as well, I believe.
Well, I called you up here to get a costume, since Nuri has informed me you're sorely lacking in that department, as I can see.
Oh, yeah, I totally forgot to pick one up before today.
Well, that simply won't do. Well, you can't wear that tonight. Take a look at this selection, and then we'll have you see the tailor in short order.
You have a tailor? For a Halloween party? You know what? Nothing surprises me anymore. You could tell me you have a bat cave, like not even a superhero one, but as in a literal cave full of bats under this mansion, and I wouldn't bat an eye.
Oh, you're so silly. It's not a bat cave, it's a dungeon that we have down there. Anyway, if you're tired, this is the guest bedroom. You could take a nice little siesta on the bed right there. Nuri and I will leave you alone.
You know what? That sounds like a pretty good idea.
Wonderful. Can I get you anything else? More champagne? Xanax?
I'm okay, thanks.
Wait, what? Nothing, dear. I'll leave you be.
The hair on the back of my neck stands on end as Elise aims her scarlet-needled gaze at me.
You simply must pick out a costume, though. All right?
Yeah, I got it.
Lovely. Well, let's not disturb our sleeping beauty now. Nuri, shall we? Sure. Sleep well. Toodles.
I have reservations about leaving Nuri alone with Elise. Something about her rubs me the wrong way. I can't quite place my finger on it, though. I lie on the thick embroidered silk sheets among what must be hundreds of boldly colored costumes. Most still bear the original store tags, while some look even more elaborate. Did Elise make these? My eyelids droop as my consciousness begins to fade. Parting about Elise's sewing has made me very sleepy. She does seem like she'd be good with sharp objects. Does she now? Oh. Welcome to hell. Enter the cellar as to the achievement I just got. What the? Where am I? This isn't... It's too dark to really make out the details. But this cold stone floor and musty odor of mold confirms that I must be somewhere underground. The basement? I have to say, last time I woke up in an unfamiliar place, it was a lot nicer than this. Did Elise do this to me? I should have known. I bet there was something in that champagne. I'm pretty sure I'm about to get dissected. Saw style. What kind of trap has Elise prepared for me? You know, for potentially being drugged and waking up in a fucking dark basement, we're pretty fucking calm. After frantically confirming my limbs are intact, I breathe a sigh of relief that there's not a bear trap attached to my skull or anything like that. At least, not yet. As my eyes slowly adapt to the darkness, I scan the room for an exit. Stone walls surround me, with thick wooden posts supporting the decaying plaster ceiling as water drips from its fractured surface. I rub my fingers together, trying to get the scum off my hands. This is definitely not water. All I know is that this is not a place I want to be in. I think there's a stairwell at the end of the room. Still a bit dazed and confused, I roll into my stomach and sit up on my hands and knees, once again coating my palms in mud. Or whatever it is. Gross. Honestly, I expected Elise to take better care of her basement. The rest of her place was so nice. Maybe this is a real dungeon after all. Anyway, let's get the hell out of here. I want answers, and not the curious, optimistic way I did when I first came to this city. I want out and far away from whatever this is. Ah, okay. So this is a direct prequel to the first game. So in the first game, just to kind of like catch you guys up a little bit so you're kind of understanding some of these references they're throwing out. There was a huge cast of characters that we know. Nuri, I do believe, was one of them that we got to meet. The route that I played down and that I posted on here was Chang's route, which who knows if we're going to run into her or not. Kay was mentioned. She was another one of the characters from the first game. And basically the whole premise of the first game is that we just kind of woke up in this city. We didn't have any idea where we were, what we were doing, like what was going on. We just woke up in this city, ended up living with this woman, and lived our lives out. And that was it. You know, that was the main shebang. And admittedly, I never played the game enough to a point where I really understood why we had ended up in this city and why we had, you know, gotten magically transported here and what was going on. So no idea there, but that's just kind of a quick little synopsis of what you guys are kind of missing here. I think I see a light bulb, at least the blurry shaped one. Maybe I feel a string hanging from the ceiling. Dim light fills the room, allowing me to finally make out the details of my surroundings. The shadows appear to flicker in the light's uneven glow, and for a moment I swear I can see something moving in the corner of my eye. Is that a bell? Oh? What the hell just happened? A throbbing pain in the back of my head, and my vision slowly comes into focus. I can just barely make out a figure kneeling beside me. An attacker? Are they staring at me? Figuring out how to dissect me? Focus, Yumeko. Play it cool. I can figure this out. Near me lies a small pile of stones. If I discreetly grab the biggest one, I can defend myself. Am I really gonna do this? It's do or die, Yumeko. In one swift motion, I grab a chunk of stone off the floor and spring up from the ground, preparing to strike back at my assailant. I drop the stone as I'm whacked in the head again. Ugh. Wait, I'm sorry. Don't hurt me. I'm sorry for hitting you. Head still throbbing, I can just barely make out the attacker backpedaling towards the center of the room as I cradle the two new bumps on my head. Okay, I'll put my hands up, alright? Truce. Oh, that's not at all the kind of voice I should have been giving her on. A silvered-haired girl stands before me, holding her trembling hands up, palms stained with mud. A rusty metal rod lies at her feet, no doubt the weapon she just bludgeoned me with moments earlier. She wears a dark leather ensemble, made even darker by the disgusting conditions of the cellar. A small golden bell hangs off a small strap adorning her arm. Hello, are you okay? Did I hit you that hard? Yeah, sorry. Despite her shaky tone of voice, she still smiles uneasily. What kind of psycho smiles after nearly killing someone with a rut in a musty speller? Well, I had a good reason. What reason is that? I thought you were someone else. So you hit me in the head with a metal rod? Yeah, I guess that did happen. Twice? Yes, twice. How long are you gonna hold that over my head? And speaking of holding things over my head, her arms tremble as she struggles to hold them up. You can put your hands down now. Phew, I'm starting to get tired. Who are you? Her tone lightens as her smile grows even wider.
I'm Lilith. My friends called me Lily. Who are you and how'd you get down here?
I was gonna ask the same thing.
You first.
Let's just answer her. Hey man, we're both in a goddamn dark cellar. Trapped up in here. As far as I'm concerned, we are best buddies, alright? Not as close as Z. Not as close as me and my boy Z, but, you know. I reluctantly tell her my name.
What an interesting name. Nice to meet you.
What's with the bell?
You certainly are a curious one, aren't you? So how'd you get here?
Now who's the curious one?
Well, okay, you got me there.
Anyway, I don't really know. I just woke up here. How'd you get here?
I've been here for a while. You're the first other person I've seen here, though.
What do you mean? Like, the first other prisoner down here?
Prisoner? Well, I guess I am a prisoner when I think about it. I haven't seen another person in a long time.
You seem awfully enthusiastic for someone locked in a basement.
Well, it's nice to see a fresh face.
So why'd you try to kill me? Who'd you mistake me for?
Well, let's not talk about that. Maybe you could help me find a way out of here, though.
I feel like this is kind of a big topic to just drop.
Wait, why can't we just go out through the door? You think I haven't tried that? You really underestimate me.
I don't even know you.
If you just got here, does that mean you don't know about the curse?
The curse? Why do you say it all dramatically like that?
Oh, I just wanted to give it some flair, I guess. It's not like I've had a chance to talk to anyone lately.
How long have you been down here? She looks down, counting on her dirt-stained fingers.
13,501 days, 13 hours, and 25 minutes, and a handful of seconds.
Uh-huh, okay.
Wait a minute, that's like 40 years or something. Wow, you're really good at math. Anyway, I told you it was a long time.
You're messing with me. I'm skeptical, but alright. You're messing with me, right? You're messing with me. You don't even look 20.
Well, I was around that age when I first came down here.
That makes you nearly 60 now.
Really? Do I look good for an old lady?
She cracks up at her own joke. Her laughter is a bit infectious, but I managed to maintain my focus. Explain yourself.
Well, there's this curse that has so tragically befallen this house, you see, and the others and I tried to stop it, but by then it was too late, and...
Wait, slow down. What do you mean by the others?
My friends! They were somewhere in this house, too. I wonder if they found a way out by now. They wouldn't leave without me, right?
Okay, I'm gonna get out of here.
No, you can't use the door. The curse!
What the fuck? Why don't you just open the door?
Did it feel weird when you opened it?
The door? I think it was just a normal door.
If you're able to unlock the doors here, that changes everything. This means that you can...
I just opened the door. Don't make it sound like I have any kind of special powers or something. Wait a minute. Expecting to return to the gilded lobby of Elise's glorious mansion, what lies before us is the dilapidated ruins of said room. Piles of rubble and debris cake the formerly pristine marble floor as a sludge drips from the numerous holes in the ceiling. What the...
Do you believe me now?
Dang. Elise really went all out in these decorations. She's gonna be pissed when she finds out her prisoners escaped through the cellar, though.
Stop it! This isn't some kind of Halloween prank. It is Halloween, right? So I made a rock calendar down there, and I'm like 90% sure that today is...
Yeah, it is.
Okay, but did you see my rock calendar while you were down there? You should...
Shit, you're telling me this is all real? I should probably take this a little more seriously then. Alright, explain the curse to me.
Okay. Very well. Very well, young one. Today you shall hear Lilith's tale of the curse. She waves her fingers in an attempt to craft an air of mystery. It's not working. Okay, fine. You're no fun. She begins to explain as we pace around the remains of the lobby. When we first came here, we all felt like there was something weird about this place. Like a haunted house or something. After a few nights here, none of us could get any sleep. And not like just because I didn't have my pillow or something, but like every time we did. Nightmares. They were super real ones too. Every single night I'd wake up in a cold sweat, so afraid that I didn't dare try to sleep again. It got so bad that eventually... Can you believe this? These are bright roses from England. What has become of our once beloved home?
Chill. We'll figure it out, dude.
Don't call me dude, Zachary. You know I hate such an uncultured language. Would you even learn to speak that way?
Well, where'd you learn to speak like a Victorian duchess? Or not even British?
How are we even related?
Sometimes I wonder if we are. Elise walks into view, clutching a bouquet of withered flowers in one hand and the cracked remains of a porcelain vase in the other. Z stares at the ceiling unperturbed.
More new friends?
Elise hurls the vase, smacking Lilith in the head and sending her crumpling to the ground. I put my hands up, preparing for confrontation. Elise, I knew you would pull something like this eventually. What have you done with Nuri? Elise turns toward me, just now noticing my presence.
Oh, hello, dear. Nuri? Oh dear, where is she? Zachary, have you seen her?
Nah, not yet. Elise sighs while rolling her eyes.
Well, it's wonderful to see a familiar face. Help us sort this out, will you? This place is a mess.
Sensing no hostile intent from Elise as she picks up the dirt from under her manicured nails, I slowly lower my guard. Wait, so you're saying you didn't cause all this? She looks around in confusion before pointing at herself.
Who? Me?
She scoffs.
Oh, please. Do you think I'd go as far as ransacking my own mansion just to frustrate you? If I wanted you gone, I would have simply killed you myself. Anyway, what exactly is going on here?
I look down at Lilith's unconscious body surrounded by porcelain shards. You just knocked out the only person who knows what's happened here.
Huh. Fabulous.
I mean, what's that reaction? Oh, look, two people just fucking hurls a vase at one of their heads and just knocking them clean out. And like, it wasn't even, like, she didn't even fall she crumpled to the ground. That's the kind of shit that happens when, like, you permanently deal, like, brain damage to somebody. I don't think she's gonna wake up. I honestly think he just killed her. So you don't know how we got here either?
I arrived the same way you did. I simply woke up down the hall over there.
Z too?
Yes, Zachary as well. Would you quit it with that look? I already said I was sorry, la dear.
Lala. Oh, it's La. Oh, she's talking to her.
I already said I was sorry, Lala dear. It's Lilith. I said I'm sorry. My name is... Anyway, Leia, what's become of my lovely home? And why do I no longer have cell service?
Lilith raises her hand in protest as I check my phone as well. It's dead. Elise tosses her phone away as Lilith leaps to catch it, examining it in awe while fiddling with the side buttons.
This is a phone? It's so tiny. How does it work? Where are the numbers?
Ignoring Lilith's question, Elise procures another phone from inside her plaid skirt.
Even my other phone's dead.
Why do you have two phones? I got two phones, one for the plug, one for the hole.
I've said too much.
Elise rolls up her off-white sleeve to reveal a luxury watch, its diamond-encrusted hands frozen in place.
My watch is broken too? It can't still be 109.
Lilith sighs, unable to get a word in amongst Elise's clucking. So we all just woke up here and none of us know why. Lilith, maybe you should tell us what's going on. Lilith furrows her brow, rubbing the growing bump on her head as Elise casually examines her phone, blowing dust off the screen. What do you think hurts worse? Being hit with a vase or a metal rod? Twice.
Well, as I was trying to say.
Elise whistles while staring at her pristine red nails. Z appears to be intently focused on a bug on the ground. It might not even be a bug. I think he's just staring at the small pebble he thinks is a bug. Maybe he knows it's a pebble. Shit, now I'm getting distracted too. Maybe just give us the condensed version, Lilith.
Fine, okay. This mansion is cursed. Everyone who stays here has constant nightmares, and the sun never rises. It's absolute hell there.
The sun hasn't risen in nearly 40 years?
I mean, I was locked in the basement for most of the time, but before that, I'm pretty sure...
Hold on. What's stopping us from just leaving? You said you came out of the basement, right?
You didn't find anything down there, did you?
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. That's part of the curse. I've been locked in the basement until now. All my friends are trapped somewhere in this mansion. At least I think they are. Well, more importantly, why are we here? That's the part I don't get. All these years and nobody else has showed up here.
You know what? Let me just try going outside real quick.
Don't!
Seriously, what is this magic mumbo jumbo, dude? Telling us we just showed up here and now we can't leave? Z gestures toward me with his hands. Come on, dude, you don't believe this stuff, do you? I'm still figuring it out. I'm still trying to figure it out. I think we should wait until we know more. Z scoffs and rolls his eyes. Whatever, dude. In any case, I'm getting out of here. He's gonna get fucking like vaporized the second he walks through the door. He walks past Lilith, who puts her hand out in a feeble attempt to stop him. Look, it's as simple as turning the knob. Ah! He pulls his hand back in pain as the doorknob sizzles, glowing red like the coils of a blazing oven. My hand! He clutches his wrist, shaking his burned palm in disbelief. What the hell is this? He looks to his right. Fine, I'll try the window. Panic rising in his voice, he runs to one of the many front-facing windows, hastily attempting to unlatch it while shaking his right hand in an attempt to numb the pain. Shit! It won't budge.
Zachary, I really don't think you should...
Shut up! I'm getting out of here! His eyes dart around the room as he searches for answers, thoughts appearing to race through his mind with each passing moment. He breathes heavily as his eyes settle on a nearby coat rack. He tightly grips it with his good hand and backs away from the window, pulling it back like a javelin. Z, don't try it. You underestimate my power. Who the fuck do you think you are, bro?
Really, Zachary?
He flings the brass rack forward. Yeah, that's our sign to get the fuck out of here. The coat rack never connects with the window, instead passing straight through and disappearing. The walls themselves seem to emit a low wail that quickly crescendos into a harsh screeching.
What in the world is that awful sound? It's the curse! Quick, come with me!
Lilith sprints away from the front hall as the screeching intensifies into a deafening roar. Elise and I exchange brief glances as we run behind Lilith. What the hell is that?
Oh no! Keep running!
I briefly glance back as Z stares into a void of pure darkness erupting from the window like a volcano, enveloping him whole and quickly filling the entire room.
Zachary!
Elise stops in her tracks and covers her eyes in horror. Elise, there's no time to stop! I grab her by the wrist and keep running as she whimpers in fear. Z cries helplessly as the mist of darkness claims him and continues to spread, overflowing into the main lobby with the force of a raging typhoon.
We need to get away from it!
There's no time! He did.
Ugh! What a disgusting experience! Almost as bad as that time I had to take the bus to school.
Isn't that normal?
Being surrounded by such noise? And all that filth? Ah! You're mean. Elise scans the room, searching for traces of Yumeko. In any case, where do you suppose he went?
Oh, I'm gone, okay. I'm back in the basement.
Here again? Is that all a dream?
I look at my hands, making a fist with my left. It's sticky, like it's been covered in tar. That definitely just happened.
How did I end up in the cellar again?
I struggle to my feet. Feels like every bone in my body has been beaten to hell and back. Well, partially because Lilith did beat me up, but even worse now. It's dark, but I can see a little better now. I should get out of here. Here's the string that turns the light.
Whoa! Damn, Lilith, you scared me there.
She stares without saying a word.
Are you alright?
We should get out of here.
Did that black stuff make your hair darker?
It doesn't look bad, honestly.
Alright, you don't have to say anything.
We should probably find the others. You coming? Let's go.
Hey, what are you...
Did I just die?
I didn't find him anywhere. Do you think he ended up in another room somehow? Well, it would appear we've lost yet another buffoon. Shame, really.
Elise sighs, recalling the newfound memories she had of Yumeko.
I was quite alright with him, even though he had a nasty habit of going into lengthy monologues. How can you say that about him? We lost your brother, too. Well, I am the sole heir to the family fortune now. Are you some kind of sociopath? Maybe I was better off in the cellar. Relax, Lyra. Believe me when I say I'm just as inspired to get out of here as you are. For the last time, my name is... So anyway, how shall we escape? Escape? We have to save 7 people now. Unfortunately, dear, I have no intention of finding anyone. My utmost priority is leaving this forsaken place, alive preferably. Also, 7? I'm looking for 2 people at most. How did she procure another 5? My friends. I haven't seen them in so long. I don't care about any of that, dear. I just want to go home. I'm not saying... I just miss them. That's all.
Elise gazes at the door, and then the window.
Fine. It seems like I have no choice but to rely on you to find a way out. Perhaps we'll find some of your friends along the way as well. That's a start, I guess. But I don't know if we can get out of this room. I was locked in the cellar for so long. Okay, well... let's see. This one? The cellar door.
The door handle doesn't seem to react as Elise approaches it, her delicate red nails wrapping around the doorknob without any ill effect.
How did you... Well, that certainly wasn't what happened when my brother tried it. I don't suppose you have much reason to go back down there to the basement. Are the other doors unlocked now? This changes everything! Lord, you are a loud creature.
Lilith runs around the room with her hands in the air, screaming like a child who just finished her last day of school.
Lilith dear. Sorry. Hey, you said my name right. Ahem. Well, the plan? Surely you have some sort of plan, yes? I think my friend Amelia was studying the curse in the library. That should be a good place to start. Maybe she knows a way out. That sounds like a promising endeavor. Yes. Emmy's a smarty pants. I'm sure she'd figured out something by now. Well, she's still stuck in the library after half a century. Hey! Okay, let's go, dear.
The two began their way across the vast expanse of marble toward the library, which lies behind a towering pair of double doors.
So, dear, what's with the bell? What does everyone keep asking about my bell? It's either that or you tell me why you're wearing so many belts. I gave a bell to all the others too. It's a symbol of our friendship. You are just precious. Okay, that didn't sound very sincere. Now, dear, we still have a library to visit.
So this is more like a comedy horror, I guess. Dog. Come here, dog. The library is home to handcrafted wooden shelves that reach from the floor to the 20-foot ceiling. Towering oak ladders scattered around the room to access the upper shelves. Thousands of books spanning centuries of writing are contained in here, although at least a few decades worth is strewn about the now filthy marble floor, covered in dust and debris.
My dear father's library. How disgusted he would be to see it in such a state. You said you lived here? Yes! In fact, let me see. Elise picks up a dusty tomb off the ground, blowing away a thick layer of dust before cracking it open. I don't recognize any of these books. How peculiar. She drops it back on the ground with a dull thud, rousing a mushroom cloud of dust that assaults both of the girl's senses. Achoo! Oh, my apologies. But yes, my family and I lived here with our dear and faithful companions, Alfred and Jeeves. Wow, what did your parents do to afford a place like this? Yes, well... You don't know?
Lilith slaps her forehead in disbelief.
What exactly do you do with your life other than be rich? Oh, I have other qualities. Well, where's your dear friend anyway?
A single hand rises in the air above the stacks of literature. Lilith cracks a relieved smile upon seeing a familiar face. Familiar hand.
Emmy!
A head of blue peeks up from the skyscrapers of stacked knowledge as Amelia looks up at her old friend. Took you long enough. Have you figured out how to get us out of here? Lilith leaps onto Amelia, screaming enthusiastically.
I missed you!
Amelia plays it cool and rolls her eyes, eventually cracking a smile anyway. Yeah, I guess I missed you too. So you haven't met anyone else yet?
You're the first one we came to. What an honor, right?
Oh, stop. You'll make me blush.
Oh, Emmy, this is the person who's helping me. Meet Elise. Amelia, correct? Charmed, I'm sure.
Amelia scoffs.
Your dye job has lasted 40 years. Fabulous. Unless, don't tell me your hair's naturally blue. What kind of radioactive fallout have you been exposed to?
Amelia doesn't seem interested in engaging in any of Elise's shenanigans. So, how'd you do it? I haven't been able to open the door in ages. Elise looks around the room before pointing at herself in surprise.
Oh, you're asking me?
Who else?
For some reason, I didn't expect to be the one answering questions. Anyway.
Oh, I'm playing as her now. Okay. That was a very sudden jump. I'm just gifted. That's definitely in character.
Well, you know, dear, when you're as gifted as I am...
Uh-huh. What else have you learned?
Well, Oh, hush, Elise. Let's play.
This is more important. Ugh. Amelia casually strolls back to her stack of heavily bound tomes, Lilith clinging to her back like a needy child.
Carry me!
Ugh. She eventually relents, giving Lilith a piggyback ride the rest of the way.
You are certainly all a strange group of people.
Lilith hops off Amelia's back and begins to pick up one of the nearby books.
You really read all these?
What else could I have done all this time? Lilith flips through the musty text, careful not to tear the pages which have become yellow and brittle with age. Amelia returns to the book she was last reading.
I thought you were researching the curse.
I am.
This is a comic book. I'll have you know it's called manga. It's art, Lily.
Ah, that's my girl out there. That's my girl, Abby. Lilith picks up another, flipping through it before dropping it and moving on to the next. This was what, 1983? So these people have been stuck here since 1983, and somehow she's got manga in this prestigious library. Lilith picks up another, flipping through it before dropping it and moving on to the next one.
How many of these are comic books?
Well. Lilith exclaims in surprise as she drops the book she was reading, rousing another small dust explosion as it lands.
That one was dirty. Well, they're all dirty. This place is disgusting. No, not like that, but like... Emmy, have you been sitting here reading naughty comics for the past 40 years?
They're not all...
Well, what have you been doing? It's boring here. I was locked away in a cellar playing with rocks and counting every passing second. I mean, it's pretty bad here too. But my butt is kind of sore from sitting on this marble floor. Emmy! Okay, fine. You had it worse.
She points to the far corner of the room. The books about the curse are all over there. They weren't much use, though.
Why not? Well, let's look, shall we?
A disheveled stack of tombs lies in a heap, each made of its own distinct material and bearing a unique color.
These are all books about the curse?
Not just that. Lilith picks up a heavy black tomb bound in chains, a metal skull decorating the front cover. Elise picks up a deep red tomb adorned with a crystalline teardrop.
The Curse of Midnight. The Curse of Midnight.
Lilith raises her brow before turning to the next page.
Beasts of the dark extinguish the light. The Curse of Midnight is a never-ending plight.
Elise squints and shakes her head in confusion.
Run as you might, shortly it will take hold. Close your eyes, for it soon will have your soul. What the hell is this? Right? Hold and soul don't even rhyme. What a shitty book. Well, yes, but actually, it's not even midnight. It's like 1 a.m.
Elise snatches the book out of Lilith's hands, replacing it with the teardrop volume.
Oh, they're the same! I thought you were just reading off my page or something. Wait a minute.
Elise delicately flips through the pages, slowly at first before increasing to a frantic pace, her expression racked with concern.
It's not just the books.
Every page is the same.
Huh. Well, that seems like a waste. Why would they print that? Like, what kind of person would buy the same thing twice just because it has a different cover?
No, Lilith, it's because the books are cursed.
Are you sure? Lilith, darling. Okay, I believe you guys. You wouldn't try and fool me? Or would you?
Amelia exhales deeply while rubbing her temples. Anyway, the point is, they weren't like this before, but only these few books were altered. And believe me, I've checked every single one.
You must be quite intelligent after inheriting such a wealth of knowledge, Amelia.
Well, that was the plan. I tried to look on the bright side, but after a while all I could find were books about insider trading and serial killers.
What? Preposterous! Whose books could those be? So, Emmy, you were saying that you have absolutely no info about the curse. Yes, dear. You seem like you know at least a little about the curse. Where did you learn?
When we first came to the mansion, I could read the books just fine. In fact, I was reading the book when the curse first took hold for the first time. Then the next thing I knew, all the books were like that, almost as if the curse knew I was reading about it. Since then, I've only had a chance to read the book in its original form once. It was recent, actually.
How recently?
About a few hours ago, I'd guess.
Eh?
I can explain. Ever since that day, I've tried everything. At first, I thought the poem was some sort of secret, like maybe a code that I needed to crack. I tried to match it to any sort of language or key I could get my hands on out there, in here, but no luck. Besides, the poem is the same in every single book. I thought maybe the pages might be reactive, but to what? UV light? The sun hasn't come out in years, but just today. Was it today? I don't know. Anyway, today I heard screaming from the lobby out there.
Yeah, that must have been us.
When that happened, the books began to react. For just a short while, they were normal again.
I tried to grab one and read it as quickly as I could, but I only got through a little of it before the book snapped shut on its own. Next time I opened it, it was all cursed again. How long was the book in that state? Not long. Probably less than a minute. But, well, I learned to read pretty quickly over the last few years. Tell us what you learned. Not much. Origins of the curse, the whole forever nighttime thing. Fascinating. We need more information like this if we're going to have a chance of surviving this evening. But how do we get the book to go back to normal? Which book was it? That's part of the problem. I don't know which book it is. What? But dear, you read it yourself. It was dark, okay? I couldn't make out the details. I just grabbed a random one. How did you read it if it was too dark to see? Listen, Lily, I don't have time for these questions. It sounds like you have nothing but time, dear. Amelia slaps her forehead in exasperation as Lilith digs through the piles scattered on the floor. Are these all cursed books? Maybe we can take them all with us. They're no use to us anyway. At least not right now. So we need to find a way to make the books come back to life. You said it was when you heard us screaming earlier, right? I'll just scream again. No, darling, I don't believe that will be necessary. What? Guys, I don't think it worked. It did something, that much is certain. I'll never be able to hear properly again. Anyway, Lilith, what's stopping us from simply unlocking the doors of this library? You know what? Give it a try. Elise waltzes to the library entrance, holding her palm inches away from the doorknob. Nothing's happening. She steps closer, her hand inches away from the rusted knob. With great hesitation, she gingerly touches the doorknob with a single fingertip before pulling her hand back. Ooh, hot as coals. She blows on her finger before shaking it off. So, we can get in, but we can't get out? Shit. So now I'm locked in here with both of you for eternity. Who else would you rather be with than me? Oh, maybe we need to look for clues, like an escape room. What's an escape room? It's a lovely little puzzle thing. They lock you in a room and you have to find a way out. Wait, who's they? You pay people to lock you in a room? I feel like I'd pay more money not to be locked in a room. Wait, what do you get if you win? Well, nothing. That doesn't sound fun at all. This isn't like a weird bondage thing, is it? You two are missing the point. Lilith and Amelia chuckle while Elise lets out a deep sigh. In any case, clearly the curse is stopping us now. If we want to find any information in the book, we need to reproduce what happened earlier. So tell me what you guys did to get out there. Well, we almost got eaten by the curse. So you're saying... She rubs her chin and furrows her brow, her gaze darting around the room at the various books scattered about. My hypothesis is that we have actively cursed items. The doorknobs, the book, however this curse works, is not all that powerful. It can only curse a handful of items at a time. Locking doors, messing with books, that's low energy stuff, I'd guess. The curse ate my brother. Why does it not simply eat the books as well? We would know, but we would never know how to combat it then. I think it has limited energy. Consuming something might knock it out for a while, long enough that we might be able to escape. We were out for a while after Z got eaten. Maybe that was enough time for it to recover. So you're saying that if we were able to somehow distract the curse, we could not only escape, but take the book with us as well? That's what I'm thinking. Well, I'm in. How do we do it? That's the real question, isn't it? Any ideas? Offer Amelia as a sacrifice. Try to break the window, I guess. Perhaps if we tried the same tactic as my idiot brother, we could produce a similar result. You might be onto something. Is that what happened earlier? Yeah, he tried to break the window. Well, it's worth a shot. Is there anything around here that we could use to break the window? Lilith strains to pick up a heavy hardcore volume, bringing it over to the group. Here, this book is called Angel Wings. She drops it onto the nearby table, where it immediately snaps the table in two and falls through. That'll work.
Amelia picks up the book and winds up her throw in motion, just as Z did earlier. I will say that there's a lot of little references to the original game.
Lilith, what happened after you threw this thing? Oh, you mean the part where we almost died? Yes, that. Well, we just ran away from the wave, remember? There's no place to run here, dear. Amelia, perhaps we should...
A swarm of venomous insects emerges from the window, quickly enveloping not only Amelia, but instantly blanketing the back wall with its claw-like reach. What? Excuse me? I died? What the fuck? Okay, what? I'm so confused. Oh my god. I died? Are you kidding me? Okay, well damn. Okay. Well, fuck me, I guess. We're gonna go ahead and save there. We're gonna go ahead and new save it, go back to the main menu. Okay. First thoughts. It's vastly different than the original Angel Wings. Obviously. It is very, very different. I do like all the little, like, nods and throwbacks and, like, references to the first game, though. That's pretty cool. I guess as a horror game, it's not really taking itself anywhere near as serious as I was honestly expecting it to. Like I said earlier, it's kind of more like a comedy horror thing than just straight up horror. Also, it's a little bit weird how, like, oh yeah, my brother just got eaten by this mysterious fucking black swarm. Cool. Like, we just don't care. Amelia does not give a fuck. Lilith does not fucking give a fuck. Even Amelia, when she's like, oh yeah, when my idiot brother got eaten by the fucking curse, Amelia didn't go like, wait, your brother? He got eaten by the curse? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. No, it's just, okay, like, well, let's try and do what he did then. Like, there's just no fucking, like, sympathy to that at all. And then, like, where did we go? We got locked back in the basement for some reason. And then we had, like, fucking evil Lilith show up. So I have no idea if that was avoidable. Maybe it was. But yeah. First impressions. The voice acting, again, I appreciate the lengths that they went through to get voice acting in the game. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and do it myself. Other than that, though, I'm so far liking this new cast of characters. I feel like the kind of dynamic that they're introducing here between all of them is pretty good. I mean, obviously, you know, you have the snobby rich one, the airheaded, free-spirited, childlike one, and the smart, logical, like, sensible one, I guess, is how I would describe her. But yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. I feel like the pacing is a little bit fast, I feel like, though. But hey, we'll see. I have no idea how long this game is supposed to be, so we'll see. Because Angel Wing, the first game, was very long. Like, I had a whole bunch of fucking videos on it, and then even then, the route that I went down didn't really even touch the surface of the content of the game. So I am kind of wondering if maybe this is gonna be something similar. But we'll see. We will see. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like on the video and tell me in the comment section below what you'd like to see me play next. If you enjoyed this video or any of the videos and series on my channel, then I highly recommend that you hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications so you'll be notified when new one of those videos comes out. Anyways, that's it from me, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!